thing about this painting is that it was going to be a long, thin slice of river, and I fully intended for it to be like that. It wants to be square, and that came from reading Claire's first draft of a beginning of a poem when we were at Highland Water working.
Deep. On the way in, it wasn't this quiet. It wasn't this late in the day. River from mud, sky, drizzle, through shingle and bracken. There weren't choices, left or right, gait or style. Our feet took us just as they had to, step after step, shaded by oak and beech, by steep mossy banks. The light was steady. It wasn't dusk. No looking for points of recognition, no turning to question stumps or trees. Some trunks upright, others leaning to bridge the flow. Now the sun is low, the trees tall. Ponies that stood on the track for hours are gone. It must grow dark. It will. River spins over sunken branches, sings with a chorus of stones. We want to find the beginnings no one can know. Today we found water, or water found us.
I want the colour in the water. I want there to be a lot of richness of colour in the water, because it had a very dark feeling, didn't it?
It was a mix, wasn't it? There was a lot of bronze in it, I remember
and
that.
And then little flecks of white.
Yes.
Of white sunlight was bouncing off it. But with this painting at the moment, because it's on paper, before I stick it down onto a panel, it gives me the chance that's my chance to change the composition and to move things around.
That you've done already, yeah.
So I worked on that area of trees because I felt that it needed a sense of depth and an edge to it, but they were much lower down, and I realised that just didn't work at all. And it gives me a chance to literally cut them out and splice them in higher up, and then when it's glued down onto a gessoed board, those divisions and cuts will be almost invisible.
It's interesting because in different ways we both work with this idea of stages, don't we? Because that we were there, I was making these different bits of writing at different stages along. So I was working more horizontally, but very aware of that vertical. And then, the way that I've made that particular poem and it's developing now, I'm so aware of it being a kind of, and I hate the cliche of journey, but it feels like a real staged
and
journey.
And it looks actually, on the page, or on the screen, I mean it's on the screen, but it has that, physically
it's starting
like
to,
that
and I'm working again with that at the moment as well, sort of changing it a bit more,
I think that's the first time that reading something you'd written, it actually just made me, because of the timing, because this is very much at the inception of this, it actually made me change the whole painting, or at least to make it be about something slightly different, to change the emphasis and the composition just by reading something, because once I read that I couldn't keep it the same anymore. Somehow it had to follow that, because it's had such but where you really capture what it felt like to me sitting there, and those little interruptions and things that were falling, and somehow or other there's such a long way to go with this, but I wanted to try and reflect that visually.
So that the two things talk to each other very directly.